ahead and get my wheelbarrow to go with me and my scissor, and we're gonna do some harvesting today, serious harvesting. Frost is here, plants are still producing the flowers, unfortunately. This wine, I got so many pumpkins. They are all edible ones, and they're not quite ready, but they are delicious. I can eat them, but I cannot keep them long term. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest the decent sized ones, all of them, and the younger ones I'm gonna leave them behind and see how it will deal with the frost. This one look like it's stuck. It's a very soft skin, so I don't want to hurt it so bad. Pumpkins are very wonderful stuff. They will grow, but it's the space they can get, the shape. And here's the first little one. I do have one more here. And even though they are really green, it inside delicious flesh. I grow this kind for eating. I like my pumpkin, make like a curries, and these ones I especially I go for the curries. And look at this one. It's got a little damage here when it was very young, but somehow it's I start to heal the skin. So we get two of them here, and I will definitely gonna cut and open and show you one of these how it is inside. So I'm going to put excess pumpkin wine directly into my compost bin. Doesn't matter how much I put here, my compost bin, basically everything go down. It will remain very little compost end of the year, but it doesn't matter. I have a lot of pumpkin wines around here. And I'm not going to do everything today because I had to go to work, and I still had to cook lunch and pick the kids from the school. So majority of pumpkin wines will remain where they are usually, but we are debating to sell this land, so I would like to clean up much as possible. I'm probably going to do the cleanup after harvesting everything. Come on, Sala girl. Come on, baby. See, I did this yesterday. Crazy dog. This is my second harvest of the one of second massive harvest. I did one of them a couple days ago. My goodness, look at this baby, so big. I'm trying to keep much as possible the wine space because it will help. Goodness, it's so heavy, so big too. Let me see how it look good. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be delicious. It's big salad. These are big. See how big? It's so fat, chunky. And I have a real big one, These are bigger than the grocery store one, and you will see a real big one. I feel like this is, oh my goodness, my wrist is hurting. All right, we'll see. I'm trying to harvest whatever I can today, much as possible. And I know I do have a lot here. I'm gonna try to keep the step long. I give away about 20 butternut squash already within last week to this week. I don't grow anything to sell. I like to grow things. I like to give away things. That's the joy that I'm getting as a gardener. I honestly doesn't know this pumpkin water even exists until last week. It was a hidden between my pepper plants. Here, the one. Oh my lord. The problem is we live in our house. We doesn't have a humongous pantry. And if you wonder how I long-term process these, I will honestly the green ones, I'm gonna leave it counted up much as possible. Then I realize if anything like I try to get rotten here around, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut them the chunk, and I'll boil them and put them into the freezer, blanch it after, just like how you do the green beans freezing or any other freezing vegetable. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go harvest my rest of whatever left on this eggplant palm, because I don't think they're gonna survive tomorrow. They're not that big, but these are plenty for a one meal for me. Make it a delicious salad or making a, that's plenty for me. And I do have a few other plants, so I didn't bought another basket yet down. Because I came to do some pumpkin, then I'm doing something else, and I cannot bring the wheelbarrow inside here. I mean, I definitely can, but I don't want to do it with the camera in one hand. All right, here we are. Guys know somebody going to eat a lot of pumpkins during winter. I tried so many edible pumpkins last few years while I'm in state. I think these are the best ones that I ever came across with. And I got a beans hanging. And I go to work in a couple hours. Oh well, that sounds like a mom's life. And I go to the kids. Today I got one with me right now. My 2-year-old. Here he comes down with his silliest dog in the planet. Hey, my love. Hi, babe. Doggy, yeah, what's she eating? He's got daddy's hat on him. Hey, Sada. You and your doggy. So this is my I put some plants in the pot this year because I bought a lot of fruit trees, and these came with the fruit trees. I decided to use them and see how's the everything going on. And I'm not really crazy about how they turn that much, but I rather grow things on the ground because I think these pots, they have a humongous holes, so all the nutrition going down. Maybe next year I can do something differently with the pots. Zelda girl, these two compost bins my husband bought for me. Guys give a gift for the girls' husbands. Those are my gift because I rather um, get a compost bin than I get the necklace. you know, um, I'm that type of girl. I don't mind getting um, things that other girls don't get, basically, or don't happy with it. Here I have this tiny baby. She doesn't want to get big. Um, she's definitely ready to eat in. Zelda, easy with the baby. Easy with the baby. And this one is no. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's ready. Hi, love. Um, but I can see something got into it stem, so I had to watch out that one because it wouldn't last. If I put it away, forget about it. It's not gonna be a good idea. So I'm gonna cut that one, so whatever in there can come all the way in. So we are, whoever doesn't know, we are 5 people in our family. Wow. And that is lots of food for 5 people. And you see my herb garden. I got some tomato vines, put it over, and you can see my ginger here. I need to pull the ginger out too, and I actually see over there. Let me show you. My dog has pulled some ginger out. She's 1 year old. She do a lot of mistakes, and I don't mind a lot of time. Sometimes I do, not all the time. No, I'm a human. There is a limit I can bear. So hi my love. Is that good? Yeah, but we get along and try to cut this one so you will not get honey. Cutting plants is not my thing, but sometimes you have to do things that you don't usually do to make sure everything okay. I never get rid of my broccoli plants, and I let them always grow to next year. And my kale plants too, I let them grow. Some people pull them out, but what I realize is this is about 3-year-old and it is doing really good still. And this baby all the way ripened, already being waiting to pick. So I'm gonna cut her. So we'll walk, sweetie. Let's go, Sally. Let's go, Sally. My husband suddenly came through this idea. We should get out our suburb neighborhood. It was not crossed my mind because I love my garden. I put about 14 fruit trees this year. Last thing I want to think about, hey, we are leaving, so okay. And we are actually currently looking for some places. I'm going to go ahead and go this video a little bit faster because I don't want it to be extremely long video. So you will see I'm still harvesting pumpkin. I got a quite bit. Let's
my garden, I usually let the nature take caring of it. I usually grow it organically. um, when I start the seed, I start them indoor without any chemicals. Most of my seeds are either I'm save it or I'm bought it from the dollar tree. It's maybe not organic seeds, but some of them are. I buy when I buy from Lowe's, but most of seeds I saved from last year. So and they are organic when I grow in my garden. I use a lot of my household leftovers and my rice water as a treat for the plant. And also, I don't cut my tomato vines. I'm honestly don't have so much time to take caring my tomato plants or anything. I just let the nature take caring of it, and I take care of them when they are really really young. And once when I see them, kick start everything, and I'm let them grow as they like. And I only water them and add some compost last of the season, like a fall. After I harvest all of this, I'm gonna add a lot of leaves, and I don't compost them. I will just collect them and add them on the top of my beds. And I only have a two young maple trees, so they basically enough for two beds. But I do have a 4 feet by 24 feet. These are just not perfect beds. These are my garden on the slope. So I'm only have three sides carved into the slope, and they are movable beds. And I don't fill them. I just keep putting the leaves end of the season, and all of these plants I will basically recycle them. Unfortunately, I actually had to pull all my pepper plants this year out because my husband just told me, hey, the frost is coming, so I don't have a time. This is right before I go to work, middle of the day, I decide to do this harvesting. So there was no plan to pull my plants. Either I'm losing all my stuff or either I'm going to do that. So anyhow, I'm going to recycle everything that I have here, and I haven't really taken any weed about 2 months almost. So I have some grass overgrown and some other plants overgrown, but it's all right. Every year this time I will lose a little bit time for my garden taking weed process, because due to I have a lot of fruits coming that I had to preserve and everything during schools and all of that other thing, kids and work. I sometime don't have enough time to do everything. So, but it's all right during winter or fall, late fall especially. When I'm done all processing food and I have a spare time, I will come and pick out all the weeds. But before that, I will put all the leaves in my garden, and then I pick every weed and everything. I discard the seed parts. I compost everything, and I leave it until the spring ready to grow everything. When everything ready to grow, I will use my hoe and fork. I will loosen the soil and I will mix everything on the top. But usually when you leave it right on the top of the garden beds, you may have like a big stem left, like a okra plant's stem or something. But usually everything else will be almost compost, that you don't really have a hard time to chop them, cut them down. And I really like the system like that, because when I put them in the compost bin, it will take a while. But if I lay them on the top of the garden bed, they get decomposed very fast. This garden fascinates me so much and teach me every year something new, how to deal with bugs and everything. So this is my another Japanese eggplant plant, and I'm really really hated to let this thing go, because as you see, it is very tiny plant that almost like a big bush, and it is not taller than feet and half, but it's so much produced I can even tell you how much. It's lots of, and especially like at the plant, even from outside you can see sometimes it's covered up the bottom part. And I love eggplant. It doesn't matter which kind. I'll sometimes deep fry them, add into my salad. It's give like a really really good flavor, and I make curry out of it, or I bake it Italian way like a eggplant parmesan, um, and I really like it. And also there is a secret that you can brown them, saute them in the slow and low on the olive oil, and blend it and add into your spaghetti sauce. It give like a really nice sauce to you, flavor to your sauce. So by this time, my wheelbarrow is completely full with all these edible pumpkins.
So I keep bringing few chili plants out here and try to pick chili out of it, because it's very hard to bending down and work over there. And we got a few rocks right here, pave rocks that we can sit on it and work on it, from unfinished project. So I'm gonna bring much as plants I can, and I'm gonna put the peppers here. So far a little bit done. I actually had to pick the whole uh, habanero plant because I don't have enough time to pick each one by one. Oopsie daisy. Uh, because they're so loaded, and I'm gonna leave this in the garage. I had to go pick my second daughter from his school, and then I had to go pick. I had to go to work after that, and it's lunchtime. So, and then I do have a lot more inside the house. I'll show you that I have is few basket. I'm running out of space, so then I started bringing all the pots and pan to the outside, and I was trying to take this car wheelbarrow up, and I cannot take the wheelbarrow up because it's so heavy. um, so let me just take few up and we'll see. um, I'm definitely thinking each one of these pumpkin about 15 pounds. mm, I say that because I always lifted my son, and with his weight, and these pumpkins are like ridiculously heavy. I'm gonna go ahead, I can show you some. I do have a scale upstairs, but first I'm gonna go ahead and bring everything up.
Even though I took off some pumpkins, I'm struggling to bring this thing up. It's since it's very cold, my dog being digging so many holes, and I have a hard time. You can see I stuck here, and I'm old lady, and I feel like I'm old lady really. How do we struggle in the little hole? And I think she can hear underground like a mole. We do have mole. I can see I have some missing potato and everything, so it's a mole. That's something you have deal with it when you have a organic garden.
Try to do my last largest harvest, the last one. So what I end up is going crazy right before I go to work.
All right, this is video from very next day morning. Right after I dropped my daughters, I came to check the garden. Since it's a frost and it was a really, really, really bad idea that I came out with the flip flop and my socks, and I fall down in the grass. Of course, we'll check out. That is my broccoli plant. Um, some people know that who watch my channel. I don't really cut my broccoli plants down and I let them be. This is my gorgeous magenta seniors, and look at them. They frost really, really bad. And the end of the day, uh, except lemongrass and the go-to color, which is the pennyworth, they survive. Rest of old got thawed and killed. See, these are frost, hard frost. Well, this is how the South Carolina weather. One day it is summer. You can sit in the beach. Next day it basically freeze you to death, and then we'll jump back to the summer. Very next day it just happened often here. Either way, I love my home, South Carolina. It's really nice out here. And again, I usually don't learn lesson very fast. I'm very stubborn. I fall down again, and then I decide, you know what? It's a really, really bad idea. Just let me take off my slippers or flip flops. They were a beach flip flop. They were sitting outside the door. And here I'm just going to go check on my babies. You can see they all frost is still here, and this is about 7:30, 8 in the morning. But it's all right. All of this cabbage family stuff gonna survive. Actually, they did, because I'm editing or I'm trying to cut out this video after couple days after this I record. To be honest with you, they all survive except the kale survives, broccoli survives, and the cabbage survives. Lemongrass, it's a tropical stuff. It survived, and my pennyworth, which is a tropical green, you can see here between on the ground, and they survive. Other than that, everything got killed, and also a strawberry plant and asparagus, they survive, and the rest of all got killed. And here's my frozen mint. I'm like, I haven't picked any mint. Let me pick some now. So I picked some mint now, and they were hard frozen, but it's all right. I'm gonna throw them in the freezer so I can cook some chicken biryani with it and some Indian foods with it. I love Indian food. Here we go, and it is what it is. And I realized, hey, you know what? I got a lot of potatoes sitting in my compost bed. I need to pull it out. So after a couple of days, I came back. I pull it out, and here my bell pepper plant. I leave some of those younger pepper, and by this time my feet got really frozen, and I'm like, you know what, it's time to head up and not wearing this silly flip flop again until summer. And I was about to not feel my feet. I'm a tropical island person, and cold don't do me good, but I'm so stubborn. If it is cold, whatever, I want to do something, I'm going to go outside and do it, and I don't complain about the weather or anything. So here it is, all the my last minute harvest, and there will be no more vegetable left in my garden after this. I actually had to um, move chairs so you guys can see what I got. Let me start from one corner. I got this basket full with the jalapeno and mixed pepper, and this basket I have everything mixed up. And I harvested yesterday about until about 1 o'clock or 1:30, and then I had to stop doing everything because yesterday I find out it is frost coming. So I decided to go ahead and harvest everything.
and this is what I was able to get it done within couple hours. I had another massive harvest couple days ago. It should be the last week. So after that, I still have so many pumpkin left, and I didn't even honestly try to harvest everything and that day. And I never know I have this many pumpkin. This all amazing, very tasty. I'm going to cut open you one and show you what it is look like. And again, this is the honey nut um, pumpkin, and I harvest very ripened one. I do still have it, and I'll show it that to you here. I do have some more vegetables in the kitchen, and I give a lot away from my last harvest. So a majority of this thing will be also will give away. And I already talked to some of my coworkers if they want anything Pacific, and I'm gonna give some for the Asian friends that I have, kind of the neighbors, if they want anything. And I want to also the same pumpkin that I told you, honey nut. Oh, honey baby, it is. I tried first time. This one is all the way ripened. Other one was not, and this is that similar Indian pumpkin. And then I do have here. Excuse my mess. More butternut squash. It's my vegetable rack that I save fill from. This is from my last harvest, and then I do have more butternut squash back. This is my stuck. Let me show if I can show. I do have my Thanksgiving butternut squash that I saving here, and also I do have another honey nut pumpkin here, and I do have my Christmas butternut squash here because we're gonna have a large family gathering. Let me see here. It's a big one, so I save it for that. So here I have a jalapenos. I usually don't pick it until they orange or yellow, but I go ahead and I even pick the green ones. And I do have a lot of green beans everywhere. I had to make it, like take them out and go through it. I do have a few different kind of bell peppers. This is not a quite ready, and this is the after it's grow. I even pick the younger ones. These are long version one. Then I have a really tiny version one, like a really mini bell pepper ones. And then I have a regular ones. A few regular ones I have. They're not quite big, some of them, but some of them are quite big. So I just pick everything. And here I got a poblanos. I love poblanos. I got a quite bit, and I have some in the freezer. I got some different kind of cherry tomatoes, all kind of cherry tomatoes, and I have a lot more cherry tomatoes here. This basket is honestly, I think it's hard about. I would like to actually check how much weight. I'm thinking about 10-15 pound because it's heavy. And this one too, it's overly sized basket. You don't see this basket out anywhere to really sell. And I got a couple pound of Japanese eggplant, and the green eggplant I got only one single white eggplant. These are my green ones. These are my Japanese purple one, and I some of them I actually pick very young, and this one look like a cross. When they're young, they will be purple, and they get older, they turn green. And I only have one plant of that. I'm thinking like it's accidental um, crossbred or something. I don't know. And this my cayenne peppers, and I really love this cayenne pepper. There is a two different kind. Let me show you how I say that. These are, I really like this one. I got this one from the one Indian store last year. And let me show you the second one. Uh, if I can find the ripened one, I don't see the ripened one. So this is the second type that you can see the clearly different how it is like a very long, and they will basically turn a little bit darker green as it's grow this one, but they're not that spicy like this one, but I really like it. Then I got a sweet and the spicy banana pepper. There is three different kind of banana pepper here. There is one get, oopsie, one get really big. Look at this, the different size different. See, one get really big, and I have a darker ones too. And then I do have a some will get purple, and eventually it will turn to a green. Some of them are sweet, some of them are spicy, but I like to grow a different kind of peppers just to find out which one is my favorite. So I don't mind whatever size. I like every kind of pepper, to be honest with you. But I've been having really hard time to grow any cherry peppers or get it out of the what I say the seeds, right? I have very hard time to find them, and this year I'm accidentally saw it in the one nursery. End of the season almost when I saw it. I wish I could have find a few. I actually pick few. I can find them here. Okay. If I came across, I'll show it to you later. And so I bought two plants from them. I usually don't buy vegetable plants, but I have very small success. These days they actually try to put some fruits, but it's almost end of the season. And this is some serranos. I have a serranos and the jalapenos. They quite similar looking peppers, but when I see a plant I can say the which one is which, because the jalapeno plants are really dark green, the leaves, and the serranos are not. And this is one of my all-time favorite mini tomatoes. They're delicious, gorgeous on the salads, and it's cute. And every year I'll cut one of these and get the seed into a paper towel, and I will wrap it up the paper towel and put it into the my seeding box, so that way I do have a for next year saved. Here I have my last spaghetti squash came out of the garden, and this all my pumpkins. They are in the different age here. See, this is younger, it's a little bit grow here, and after that it's go to that right here. See, no shiny skin, and then it will turn slowly yellow. I have really here slowly yellow, and then it will be completely orange, but you can see the color here. It's look like a grayish almost. I do have another one out there. I'll show you. So that's pretty much it, guys. And I would like to show one of this, how it is to look inside. And if you ever came to see something like this in the grocery store, buy it and try it, and you will absolutely will love it. If you're pumpkin eater, these are best. And one hard time I've been having with them is, even though I got the one of this big pumpkin, they're about, I think, 12 pound weight at least, I'm thinking. They every seed will not grow. Even the seeds are like a very different. They're like a very thin and almost like a airy seed. So I basically, when I save it, I save a lot of seed, so I make get few plants. Okay, so I've been so lucky to have a one single carrot. But I'm gonna save the I peeled this thing out yesterday. You see, it's about to get here. Middle is good. I got a little bit of kale. I pick a and I pick some mint plant. I did that this morning, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring some take all my lemongrass out, and I can freeze them. And I pull out some parsley. uh, I meant to put it into the water glass yesterday. It didn't work out because it was last minute right before I ran to work and didn't work out the way I wanted to work out. And few gingers, these are not the ginger that we buy from the grocery store. These are they are Sri Lankan kind or Indian kind. They're like a few different ginger. This one don't get root too big, but it is very strong. It's very flavorful, and I really love that kind. And the humongous ginger that you see in the grocery store. And I also pick um, this is my red okra, but I pick this very mature uh, one for a pods. It will dry inside the house, and I will basically take the seed out. So a lot of my green peppers I will be using for making chili paste, and it is a real big hit with all my friends and my family. And my husband like with the serrano pepper with a little mix of the habanero, not too many. And make sure if you cook it inside the house, habanero, it's gonna be very spicy. I'm not lying. So if you cook with the habanero, I you can cook now, because like you can open all your windows and everything. Usually you cannot, if your windows and doors are closed, your fan will be not enough if you make the habanero chili paste inside the house. So don't do it. If you can just open your windows and doors, then you can do it inside the house. But I'll do right now I have a lot of green peppers. I usually don't pick the green peppers. End of the season I'll do it, but because I don't want them to go waste. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make a green chili paste. Not today. It's almost 11 o'clock. I just want to show you guys, this is my last harvest. Basically, I am not a person who like cold and go outside the garden, work on the garden, because end of the 2 months close to the Halloween, I spend the time with the kids. Halloween, enjoying the family, and I'm trying to get my messy house organized during winter month. I'm from tropical island. Me and cold don't go well. So when it is cold, I'm indoor, and but I still have to trim. I have a very bad amount of grass. Some places I need to trim those, and I may keep it for the spring. You never know. Spring somehow, even though it is cold, my brain is like, let's go get this thing done. Put the plants down, because by January end, I'll be starting all my seed indoors, and by March, I get too excited. So I had to go, work outdoor, even though it's extremely cold. But now my body is really ready for get a break. It's been months. I've been working on my garden, and I'm ready to sit down and enjoy what I harvest and what I pick.
So here's the lemongrass I was able to dig out. I do still have some more to dig out, but I'm only this is good enough for me about 2 years. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull all my potato out of the potato bed, but I'm not gonna keep the video long. You will see a little clip. And thank you so much for watching my channel, and we'll see you with the new harvest video in the next year. Everyone have a happy harvest, and thank you for watching my channel, and have a blessed day. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching my channel.